Patriots, welcome to Hope for Survival YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. If you are not a subscriber and you're a lurker and you just watch, consider subscribing. Join in helping us to grow our channel. And if you like the content of this video, please hit like. Feel free to drop a comment below. It's much appreciated. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you're having a good week. As you can see, this is another video on the road. And the sound quality did improve with the change of equipment, and now I'm working on stabilizing the camera while filming on these wonderful bumpy roads in North Alabama. So in this video, talk to you about AI, artificial intelligence, and some interesting things that are surfacing, and conversations that I've had with high-level software writers and things of that nature. First, to start out, I want to go back a few years, about 7 to 10 years, and Festus and I used to listen to a particular podcast, and they journeyed to Spain for the Global Telecommunications Conference, and what they learned there brought to the attention of viewers was a look into the future. And that included AI at the early stages. And I believe that a lot of that is now being deployed or has been deployed, and we are starting to see it in their everyday life. One of the concerns of a particular panel at that conference, these were high-level CEOs of major corporations. They voiced their concern that the developers of this advanced software and AI technology, smart technology, they voiced their concerns that there was minimal to no security being built into these platforms, and how the younger brainiacs who were creating this technology believed in an open society where there's no secrets, that everything should be knowledgeable to everyone, meaning something that you say to me in a private text can be shared and read by everyone. So there is no privacy. So you may have noticed in some of your computer time now where certain applications on your computer and phone are offering you advanced capabilities. If you click on it, adding AI into your searches and certain things. I even see it in when I'm building briefings. The capability of using AI and so forth. recently listening to a podcast where the gentleman was talking about the war in the Middle East right now, and how in the past, using basic intelligence collection and processing, that Israel may come up with maybe 50 identified individuals to target in a year's time. But under the current campaign, since the 7th of October, they're now using an AI software as part of this process, and it is allowing them to identify individuals to consider for targeting 50 to 100 a week. So this makes sense because years ago when Festus and I was learning of AI years ago, one of the things that they talked about how was in time, meaning after the 2014-2015 period, there would be something called a global brain. And the global brain would basically be a collection point of all the information being collected. And all this information would be fed in and processed. Imagine a processor, the global brain. Imagine a processor with the ability to process information 100 times or 1,000 times faster than the human brain. And what made this even scarier was they then talked about how they were going to deploy hundreds of thousands of mini satellites all around the world that would be monitoring and collecting information and feeding it back to the global brain. So now you have all this information from all over the world going into a central processor for analysis and decisions based on whatever platform it was being used for. So, current day, when you think about all the things that are going on right now, in targeting of specific individuals and groups, the ease at which, without you knowing it, that information is being put in a database, and this processor, based on the information that's input to it, the information it can provide about you. And we talk about information collected, we're talking phone calls, text messages, emails, conversations, things that you leave as comments in digital platforms and so forth. So basically this is a collection of all data that is digital worldwide. So I've heard comments recently, and I've read comments regarding individuals, private citizens, who are getting random phone calls that appear to be from legitimate businesses that they may have done business with or they're familiar with, and they're getting phone calls and there's a voice on the other end. And what's interesting about it is believed that these are AI generated calls. When I say generated, I don't mean that they are just randomly calling you. It is a AI generated voice that is talking to you, asking you questions to get information out of you, and so forth. So based on how I think and how I process things. This little voice in the back of my head is asking the question, are either rogue elements already gaining access to tools that are AI tools to use on the black world or black market, targeting private citizens? Or is AI being used to collect information covertly within your phone where you do banking? Many people do Amazon purchases, they do banking, they pay credit cards and so forth over unsecure wireless digital tools, cell phones, iPads, computers even. Is this possible? I think so. And it is a worry because I kind of see it as there's three groups here. There's the group that's the private citizen who may or may not be aware of AI, but not totally certain how to protect their devices against AI, or they get this random call and they're being scammed and they're not picking up and detecting it. The second group are the individuals who are paying big bucks to highly technical individuals to either hack or create black market AI capabilities to scam and rip people off. And the third element are the individuals at the political level who are familiar, they're getting briefings on this capability and it's being ignored, or they're not getting the true picture of the capabilities of it. And then in that group I would consider the billionaires, the names that we're familiar with, who are going to use it to their advantage, whether through political means or through big tech, elections, and things of that nature. For years now, some of the things that I've read has always talked about AI growing to a point that the human can't control it any longer, that the human will lose its ability to control AI's capabilities and AI's advancements in society, in government, and in business. So, not being a conspirator here, but something I've wondered for a while now, based on AI's capability of cracking codes, breaking passwords, and so forth at rapid speeds. In the last 10 years, in some of the active shooter events where individuals just suddenly go rogue, there's been chatter and some belief that these individuals may be MK Ultra human devices, meaning they're programmed and when their password is passed to them, they engage. Knowing that AI has the capability of cracking codes and passwords, would it be possible that AI could possibly find this list of individuals if it's true? Is it possible they could find this list and either overtly or covertly start engaging them around the world? I don't know. I was talking to a high-level software writer and programmer this week, and he brought up the conversation to include AI and AI being used in business. And if I've ever met a human being who's brilliant, this guy is brilliant. He actually makes my head hurt when he talks because he's so smart. And he even told me that he had concerns over how fast AI was advancing in technology, and how high-level government organizations that are hacked, attempted hacks, 100 to 1,000 times a day by rogue nations and rogue elements. If AI is incorporated into this hacking effort, how much different it's going to change the world. And as security features are implemented to protect against these type of hacks, it's also hampering the workers on the other end, because we're constantly having to do upgrades, reboots, and downloads of patches, and it really hampers and stalls work productivity. So does it come to a point where the whole methodology of how we function using computers and the internet will have to change, with either new encryption, not just new and more encryption, but the way that we go about doing it. So I don't know, it's way above my pay grade. But I do see in the very near future how we live in our personal life and do business. It's going to be heavily impacted by AI capabilities. And this goes along the lines of things we've talked about with internet policing and control of your First Amendment, freedom of speech, things that you can say or express in writing. AI's ability to collect this information, and this information is readily available and can be used to control you. Suspend your internet access for 30 days or 6 months, and so on and so forth. The limit to what it can do against you is endless. So I just wanted to share that with you. It is something that you need to be cautious of. How you use your phone, things that you do over the internet, home banking, credit cards, purchases and shopping, and so forth. Travel plans that are booked digitally. So keep these things in mind. Take some time to learn, read about them, and make yourself smart. It is here. It's not going away, and it is growing faster than grass. Again, like everything, don't have fear. Be smart, learn, and get ahead of it. Okay? That's the best thing that you can do in all of it. So anyway, again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and leave comments if you have any, and hit like if you like this information. Thank you for being here. Stay safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. There's a lot of things out there that can be of a threat to you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think you'd witness this in our lifetime? So anyway, till next time.